Tristen Newton greatly improved over last season, stepping up in his role. 3 career triple-doubles in his career. Of course, UConn right now leading them in points, rebounding, and assists. Newton is the unquestioned leader of this UConn team. He is one of the best guards in college basketball and impacts the game in a wide variety of ways. Now with his Huskies ranked #1 in the country, Newton has the reigning champs in the hunt for yet another title.
Tristen Newton leading the way for the Huskies.
This season will go as Tristen Newton goes. Triple doubles, his performance in the national championship game was really starting to create a lot of value around his name and buzz in terms of being a next level prospect.
Tristen is, the head of the offense, and he designs out where everything goes, and he leads to what's going to play out and at the end of the possession. He's such a dog with the ball in his hands.
And one for Tristen Newton.
Plays with a lot of fire.
He's a great player. I think he does a little bit of everything. He can shoot the ball, he can score, get his teammates involved. He's an unbelievable defender as well. So when you see that as the leader of the team, it just makes everyone want to follow suit and give as much as he does.
He does everything for us. I mean, he could score the ball when he wants. He's been shooting it well. He's such a good passer. One of the best rebounding guards. He's just one of the best point guards in the country.
Newton way downtown. Not afraid to take a clutch shot.
Being one of the best guards in college basketball, and he's had to earn it by winning a national championship and by being one of the most well-rounded guards in the country, not just scoring, but rebounding, assist-to-turnover ratio. He's a complete player.
He can pass the ball, he can shoot, he can score at the rim, he can score at all 3 levels. He's such an important factor to this offense, and without him, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Newton, a huge reason why they're the #1 team in the nation, and you expect them to make an impact again today, LaValle.
Yeah, for sure, Mike. He's the unquestioned leader of this group, and when you have a good point guard as a coach, Donnie, you can sleep on a soft pillow at night. But how much he's improved, especially inside the arc, is a big reason that he's having so much success. When you look at last year, Mike, inside 7 feet, he was 44.5%. Reason is he's coming from East Carolina, he's playing in the Big East, and this drop coverage where you have a guard on your hip and a big guy in front of you, he struggled last year with that. This year, you see his improvement at 56%, being able to handle this position when they get him downhill to his right hand and keep his chin up. He shot 6 free throws a game at ECU, only 4 last year. He was going to get the call, Donnie, and not the finish. This year, with a little more strength and a little more age and experience, he can go for the score and concentrate on those finishes. And now he's back to 6 free throws a game because of that added strength and that experience.
Yeah, they're astounding numbers, and I think those numbers only happen because you lose guys that jammed up the paint. Remember last year, Sonogo, he attracted a lot of attention down here. Andre Jackson, you weren't going to play him on the perimeter so you could sag in. Now this year, his shooters on the perimeter, Caravan, won't have Caravan today, so that'll be an interesting aspect. But Cam Spencer, when no shooters are out on the perimeter, now it allows Tristen to get in the paint. And by the way, if he gets in here and can't score, he's got, and they step up, he's got a guy he can throw it up, or 2 guys he can throw it up high to. So personnel is a huge part of that, but I think also, like we've talked about, is his confidence and understanding that I'm the guy. Last year, he was the 5th best player on this team, and now, he could be unquestionably the best player.
Hassan Diarra starting in place of Caravan today. Without Caravan, how much more pressure is on Newton?
Well, I think the game gets faster, right? You're playing 4 guards, small ball, so him in transition, it'll be interesting because St. John's picks up the pace. He's got to make really good decisions in transition.
And you're playing against the #1 rebounding team in the Big East and the #1 offensive rebounding team in the Big East in St. John's, and you're down your 3rd best rebounder in Caravan.
And he does. It might be a triple-double night, Mike.
Yeah. Could be. Hey, that's what he's been doing. He's probably the front runner for the Conference Player of the Year. Remember, he did average 17 points a game when he was at East Carolina, so he is capable of those kind of numbers.